Welcome back to it, guys. We are wrapping things up with a night to remember. Cafe Blue is the place, the time will be told, but on the 22nd of June, you want to mark your calendars as we are going to be heading there to celebrate a return of sorts. Joining me this morning is Alicia Knights, the vocalist that will be featured in A Night to Remember, alongside Mr. Dean Williams, the guitarist, and publicist Aneela Knights. Good morning and welcome to the Now.
Good morning. Thank you for having us.
Good morning.
I will start with the ladies first because, as I understand, Dean, the Arima Alliance is strong. We'll get to us.
Right.
But first off, I technically should be saying welcome back to Alicia because you would have been abroad for some time and making your way back to Trinbagonian shores. Give me a little bit as to how it happened in the first place.
How it happened was very, very unplanned. Yes, exactly. So see, I'm Trini to the moon, right? So I came for a couple of family events, and one day I literally woke up and I just thought, I don't really like the feeling of landing in JFK anymore. So I told my son, yeah, we're staying. And that was basically it. We had a suitcase with 2 weeks of clothing, and I've been trying to move back for quite some time, but I decided to pull the trigger literally one day waking up. And I said, we're not going back. And I've been here ever since.
I mean, there's no place like home, right?
There's no place like home.
Now, Aneela, in terms of the concept, Night to Remember, there are so many other themes, as we just found another one that we could have possibly come with. What will be A Night to Remember?
The Night to Remember is going to be something that this girl has been dreaming of for many years, as we just heard. She is going to give you her background in music. She's rooted in gospel, but her love right now is jazz. And every other genre, she infuses jazz in this. And this show is going to showcase her vocal talents, her abilities in a very intimate setting, Kafe Blue.
Of course.
Now, we know when there's a big concert, you just get a concert, you come for the show. What Alicia is going to do at this show is interact with the audience and give her personal story. Nice. And that's what we want to share.
With a bit of a background from Mr. Williams himself, yes. And to tell me a little bit as to the collaborative efforts that would have been, delved into having Mr. Williams join the cast then. How do we decide on that?
You mean to speak? Okay, well, Alicia and I, we met actually at Cafe Blue on a jam session on Sunday evening, and we hit it off. And actually myself and Carl had a chat about it, and we said, you know, this lady, she should do a show. And it took a little doing, it took a little time, and here we are. So we're gonna have a lot of fun. It's gonna include my whole band, the Dean Williams Quartet, a lot of really great musicians, and I think it's going to be a smash. It's going to be lit. It'll be fire.
Get them thing.
All right.
It's everything one time. I like that. Now, let's say granted that the root is from gospel and then into jazz. Trinbagonian music lends itself to so many genres. Are there particular genres outside those two that you're partial to?
That's a really great question. And it's actually not that hard to answer because music is life. So there's no partiality to a specific genre. It's just basically whatever I delve into and I lean into in that moment. And right now, I'm leaning into jazz. Gospel was the foundation, and I'm sure for every other musician that's out there, gospel has been that foundation. And jazz has been kind of this thing. It's I guess you can say it's one of those things that I would think of as a woman's sweetness. It's one of his songs, actually. Okay. And that's what I think jazz is. It's a woman's sweetness.
I like that descriptor.
Yeah.
Because we are seeing a female headlining in this particular show, and there is a certain sweetness to you already. So, nice pairing. I see the connection there. Well done.
Yeah, it's just one of those things where music is not just something that you listen to; it's something that you put on and you feel and you embody, no matter whether you're a listener or you are the performer.
Now, Aneela, in terms of putting on these types of shows, curating your act, determining what sort of feeling you want the audience to have, the Cafe Blue seems to do that very often. Is this going to be a series of events, perhaps?
Well, I would like to hope so. And I do want to give props to Carl and Carol Jacobs at Cafe Blue. Carl has created this space that is just magical. And if you've never been there, you need to go there. Right? There's all kinds of shows that happens there. There is the regular calypso, soca, reggae, whatever, and people don't know there's rock music going on there too. Everything in there. And for Alicia, again, we all met at Kafe Blue at a jam session hosted by Carl Jacobs there. And it's an amazing space to meet people and look what can happen. You can headline your show, you can create your show, you can meet people like Dean Williams, who is going to encourage you to step out and be brave. So yeah, we hope there'll be more shows.
Dean, tell me a little bit about that, step out and be brave, because I feel like for somebody who has been abroad in the big city, a small fish, as they say in the big pond, was there a need to convince?
I think she was a little tentative at first, to be honest. You have a lot of responsibilities, a lot of stuff you have to carry to do a production. It's always easy when someone hires you. You don't have the headache of the planning and the logistics and so on. So yeah, it's a lot of weight to carry. And I'm glad the three of us are working on it together and sharing the load, sharing the work. So I think we're going to have a great night. And don't forget, Alicia's family is going to be there. Her sisters, as well as her uncle, her cousins.
So
everybody,
sweet.
they're all going to be on the cast as well. So it's like a family affair.
That's
A
fantastic.
homecoming and a family affair.
What a way to welcome yourself back home.
Yes.
And then Aneela, tell me about how we can get tickets, if we have to in advance or if we can pay at the door.
Well, you can get tickets in advance and you can pay at the door. Tickets are at the venue at Kafe Blue and at...
It would be at the Capitol Plaza, so Marion's Business Docks at the Capitol Plaza, and we also all have tickets. You can reach out to me as well, 372-3458.
Hey, local number.
And 485-6483 for me.
All right. Mr. Williams, how can we connect?
681-DEAN.
Of course you have your
3226.
No, we're on the social and digital spaces as well as individuals, I imagine, but will there be an opportunity for those who couldn't come back home with her to enjoy this online?
Actually...
Yes, that's correct. So I will be live streaming, but the live streaming is going to be for those who actually contributed, those from the U.S. and those who are here. And then afterwards, I will have it behind a paywall, just a small paywall where folks can view the link and they just pay a small fee and view the link, just to make sure that, I prioritize my local people first. And then I would open that out to everyone else.
Now, as a publicist, Aneela, let's talk a little bit about the opportunities therein. We in Trinidad particularly may not have as many platforms that allow us to monetize performances that way anyways. And so it's important that we utilize spaces like the Blue and others. Tell us a little bit about how we can do that a little bit more.
Do that a little bit more. Well, it really takes just doing it. A lot of people in Trinidad, creative people, don't have a team. They have to do it themselves. It's always better if you have a team of people working with you to get these things done, creating clips, creating flyers, creating, getting photos, all these kinds of things and putting it out. Music TT, I don't know if you're familiar. Well, of course, right? So Music TT has taught people who've gone through their programs about these kinds of things, but not everybody accesses their programs. But yes, it's doing it yourself and then trying to get people to do it for you also as a team.
Do it more. I like that. Action is the name of the game.
Yes.
And as some persons who have been successfully able to do that more, Alicia, what would be some tips you'd give to somebody, even if they are abroad and transitioning wherever you are, to making it to that stage and continuing to be on that stage?
I would say you have to have a come to Jesus moment with yourself. And once you start to have conversations with yourself and being honest with yourself on where you're at and where is it that you want to go, then you have to put some blinders on and start putting things in place in order for you to get there. So, and if your dreams are really, really big where, you share the stage with Beyonce and take over, I mean, hey, and anybody can dream, right? That's not really my dream, but anybody can dream. But it may sound a little cliche, but the thing is that you really do have to work towards the things that you want. But the process and the journey is working smarter. And I think that's where people get lost in translation or it gets lost in the journey, is like finding ways to work smarter. And then as you start to check things off, things will start to make sense and become a little easier.
Alicia, I'm going to drill down a little bit more. What does working smarter look like? Working
smarter means that you start to educate yourself with the things that you want to have. You're not going to know everything.
Right.
But the thing is that, the kids say it all the time, Google is your friend. And Google is your friend, ChatGPT is your friend. A lot of these different things that are at your palm, you can start to look it up. So it's nothing really spectacular. It's just, how do I make a flyer? What is the program to use that's easy? It's what's free.
Right.
And you ask, and you get the information back, and you do it. That's it.
Nadine, you have a different approach because you are doing it collectively with an entire band.
Yeah.
Not an easy feat. What advice would you give to somebody aspiring?
I say once you aspire, as Alicia said, you need to focus, write your dreams down, write them down, and take one at a time and really work on it. Keep trying. You may not hit the first time. Keep trying. And you have a list of dreams, you should get there eventually.
I like that. It makes it seem very, very doable, very much within reach. So that somebody this morning is going to say, you know what, that band, that performance, that return home is happening. I like that energy. And I want you all to give me that energy in music this morning. But before we do, remind us of where we can get the tickets, costs, and everything else, Aneela.
Okay, at Kafe Blue, the venue, June 22nd. The tickets are $175 in advance. It's $220 at the door.
Showtime is what time?
5 o'clock on Sunday, which is a
right.
different time. So yes.
Sharp.
Sharp. None of Trinity
Not Trinity
time.
time,
All
yes.
right. You heard it here. We are getting ready for a night to remember. And as much as I'm going to have them take us hopefully to the top, where we will have our news this morning, so that we close things off with a nice rendition as much as possible, I want to remind everybody that this morning's show would have given you a lot of information. It's all available online. And we want to continue to give you guys the right way to start up your week. So thank you very much for joining us this morning on The Now. Thank you to all our guests. And on behalf of everybody in studio and Natasha Lake, we are now going to give you a sample of A Night to Remember. We're going to have Alicia Knights giving us a bit of a performance that you can enjoy on the 22nd of June at the Kafe Blue. Now, we're going to make sure that you guys enjoy it thoroughly. So I'm going to leave set along with Aneela, as we are now going to enjoy the capabilities of Mr. Dean Williams, as well as vocalist Alicia Knights to take us to the top. Your news is at the top. Stay tuned to the TTT Network. But for now, have a great morning, guys. All yours.
I've got so much to thank God for, so many wonderful blessings and so many open doors, a brand new mercy along with each new day. That's why I praise you, and for this I give you praise. Summertime, and the living is easy. Fish are jumping, and the cotton is high, high. Oh, your daddy's rich, and your mama, she's good looking. So hush, little baby, don't you cry. Oh, black woman, save yourself and raise your children. Oh, black woman, save them from self-destruction. Give respect that's true, give love that's strong, that would raise your brother and not tear them down. Ooh, oh, oh, ooh, oh, oh. Islands in the sun, yeah. Highlands in the fun. welcome one and all to this land of fat. Trinity to the bone, Trinity to the bone. When it comes to Bacchanal, well, they can't beat us yet. Trinity to the bone, Trinity to the bone. Sweet women parade abundantly, the bedroom are full of energy. Some people say God is a trinity, paradise and all convincing me. There is a spirit fiery, nothing in this world can cover me. Sweet, sweet TNT, oh, no place I'd rather be. Sweet, sweet TNT, all the sugar can be good for me. Sweet, sweet TNT, no place that I'd rather be. Sweet, sweet TNT, all the sugar can be good for me. Oh, oh, oh. From Togo to Caroni, oh, Maraval to San Souci, oh, from Scarborough to Cocoa Reef, oh, yeah, profiling on Frederick Street. Sweet, sweet TNT, oh, how I love of my country. Sweet TNT, no place in this world I'd rather be. Sweet, sweet